everybody, welcome to the Three Bookshelves. My name is Tara and I am Canadian. And today I'm bringing you my TBR for the month of July and for the Canadian Read-Eh-Thon. I got my Timbits and my double-double, I got my toque and my lumberjack shirt, I got my maple syrup and my Canada flag. Let's do this! If you haven't heard about the Read-Eh-Thon, it's hosted by Kayla at Books and Lala, Zoe at Your Book Nerd Zoe, and a few other booktubers, but those two are the ones that I know, so they're the ones that I remember. I'm gonna put all the info down below for you. The Read-A-Thon runs from July 1st, which is Canada Day, until July 8th, and the premise is pretty simple. Read Canadian books and Canadian authors. And for the Read-A-Thon, I'll be reading Room by Emma Donoghue. I don't know much about the plot of Room, except that it's about a mother and her young son who are being held captive in a single room, and the boy's been there his entire life, so he has no idea that a world exists outside that room. But when he turns 5, he starts asking questions, and that's it, that's all I know. Emma Donoghue is originally from Ireland, but she's been in Canada for the last 2 decades. She's been a Canadian citizen since I believe 2004. I had no idea she was Canadian until I got this book, and I read the author blurb in the back, because that's a thing I do. I am always excited to find surprise Canadian authors, especially when they live so close to me like Emma Donoghue does, because it means she might do a book signing nearby, and I might actually get to go to it. I've wanted to read this book for a while. It hasn't actually been on my bookshelf for all that long. I only picked it up a few weeks ago, and along comes the Read-A-Thon, a perfect chance to pick up this Canadian book. I have a feeling this is going to be an especially gut-wrenching read because I am also the mother of a young boy, and even though I like gut-wrenching reads, I really hope this one doesn't hurt too much. Okay, I had to take my toque off because it is not that hot here today, but it's hot enough that I don't want to be wearing a toque this entire video. And the next book I plan to read in July is Gemina by Amie Kaufman and Kristoff. This is the second book in the Illuminate Files series, which is a YA sci-fi series that is told in mixed media format through emails and IMs and video surveillance transcripts and incident reports and stuff like that. Gemina follows 2 new characters, Hannah and Nick, who are aboard the Hundal station, and they're dealing not only with their own Baytech attack, but also with alien predators and a wormhole malfunction that might tear the whole time-space continuum apart. Illuminate was the first book that I read in April, and I really loved it, and I would have jumped straight into Gemina, but I had set my TBR for the next 3 months. Mistakes were made, I've learned from them. Somehow I managed to stick to that TBR, but every time I saw Gemina on my bookshelf for the last 3 months, I was just, I want to read you now. I was planning to read this first thing in July, but then the Read-A-Thon came up, and I'd be a total hoser if I didn't participate in that, so Gemina will just have to taunt me from my bookshelf for a little bit longer. And next up is Origin by Dan Brown, the 5th book in the Robert Langdon series. Origin follows Robert Langdon through Spain on yet another adventure in religion and science and art and puzzles, this time involving the fundamental questions of human existence. I picked this up at a used bookstore a few months back. It's a hardcover in perfect condition. It was a total steal, but I didn't think I would get to it anytime soon. But I kind of have a hankering for some Dan Brown this month. I don't know why Dan Brown gets such a bad rap. I mean, his prose may not be the most beautiful, and his ideas have been very controversial, and his plots are pretty formulaic, but 5 out of the 7 Harry Potter books follow the formula of Harry goes to Hogwarts, Harry gets involved in some mystery, Harry battles and somehow defeats Voldemort at the end of the school year, and we all love Harry Potter, right? Anyway, Robert Langdon books are just so much fun. They are full of mystery and suspense and action and adventure and puzzles and riddles and some really thought-provoking ideas on religion and history and science. It's just a whole bunch of really great stuff all smushed into one book. Dan Brown might not be the most critically acclaimed author out there, but I've enjoyed every one of his books that I've read, and I hope that I'll enjoy Origin this month too. I'm not enjoying holding up this book. Oh, that is heavy. And last but certainly not the least, the most exciting book I'm going to be reading this month is Stress-Free Potty Training, A Common Sense Guide to Finding the Right Approach for Your Child by Sara and Peter Stavinoha. My son is turning 2 in July, so it is time to get this potty party started. I meant to start potty training earlier in the summer, but then I realized I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea where to start. I need a book for this. Channeling my inner Hermione right now, yeah. Unfortunately, as you can probably tell by this superimposed cover right here, it still hasn't arrived, so potty training still hasn't started. And that is it for my TBR for July. It's not a very ambitious one because July is Camp NaNoWriMo again, and I want to spend a good chunk of time writing and probably another good chunk of time potty training. Let me know down below if you are also Canadian, if you'll be participating in the Read-A-Thon, and what Canadian books are you going to read for it. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And until next time, everybody, happy reading, eh? Bye-bye.